Pavilion, Wyoming in Wind River High School as we are at Leroy Center Field for the Game of the Week presented by Eyes on Fremont. They are a proud supporter of Fremont County Athletics. Make sure you stop in today and give them a call as, again, this is your County 10 Sports Game of the Week presented by Eyes on Fremont. We'll also give a big shout out to Perfect Power in Lander supporting our athletes on and off the field. Give Perfect Power a call today for all of your electrical needs. That is 307-332-7184. Also, a big thanks to Porter's Mountain View Supply, as they are the sponsor of the pregame show. It's the Porter's Tailgate Show, to be exact. Make sure you stop in. You can shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's is a proud supporter of Fremont County Athletics. And this game in particular, this is a big contest between the Wind River Cougars and the Big Piney Punchers really early on in the season. Arguably probably the two best teams out of the 1A 9-man West. And talking with Coach Rod Frederick, which we'll hear here in the pregame interview very soon, that this potentially could be a conference title matchup in week 4 of the season. And Big Piney comes into this one 4-0. They have gotten a couple of wins. They had 2 consecutive shutouts that featured Rocky Mountain and Grable, outscoring their opponents this season 172-22. So their defense really something to watch out for in this game. Wind River kind of having a unique start to their season. They are theoretically 3-0 in the year. They have received 2 forfeit wins that have gone in favor of the Cougars. And yes, we are up above in the press box, and we are dealing with some wins. So if you're hearing paper slap around, it's because of the wind, and we might try to get a crowd mic too here later on if the wind dies down. Weather conditions are expected to be nice, but we will find out as, again, we had a little bit of rain before the start of this one, and we should be good to go. But like I said, Wind River 3-0 on the season. 2 forfeit wins. Saratoga and St. Stephen's both having a difficulty fielding team. Saratoga just had small numbers. St. Stephen's, unfortunately, don't know how their season's going to go. They just canceled the game against Riverside yesterday, I believe, according to YOPreps.com. The Cougars did play last Friday. They earned a 22-20 win over Riverside, as Wind River is one of the teams that has been talked about going to War Memorial Stadium in Laramie. And again, this potentially could be the conference championship match early in the season. It also could be a state title preview, as you're again on the Porter's Tailgate Show, brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply. As we are going to step aside for our first time out, when we come back, we will talk more about this and what is happening around the state of Wyoming. You're tuned in to Game of the Week presented by Eyes on Fremont.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We've got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student-athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
How many letters?
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, as we are at the Wind River High School at Leroy Center Field for County 10's Game of the Week, presented by Eyes on Fremont. Again, this is your Porter's Tailgate Show, brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton. So, again, Big Piney and Wind River, this is actually the only game that's happening in the state of Wyoming tonight, as at least scheduled according to YOPreps, and I refer him to a lot, and I give a big thanks to David Settle and Frank Gambino for all they do on that website, and they give the rankings out, and these two teams ranked in the top 5 in Class 1A 9-man. Big Piney actually jumped Pine Bluffs this week in the rankings that were released yesterday. Wind River actually dropped down a spot. We're overtaken by Southeast. So a game that could really, again, shake up rankings in general as well. Taking a look at some potential games that are going to happen is, I did forget to mention, again, Riverside did have a forfeit, so they do have a game tonight. It's at Cody's JV team. That's also going to start at 5 o'clock as we are about 10 minutes away from kickoff. Again, we'll have a pre-game interview with head coach Rod Frederick, who will be coaching his team, and his son as well, whose son is going to be somebody to look out for. In playoff game last year, I believe 60-plus carries. He had a single-game rushing record in the state of Wyoming in a big game as well. We'll talk more about these two programs later on in the pregame show. You see Big Piney warming up right now. They have a team that is returning a lot of class, and Wind River did warm up. They went back to the locker room as they are getting ready for their home contest. This is theoretically the first home game as well for the Cougars. They did have a game last week where they took on Natrona County sophomores, and I talked with Frederick about that one because it was the sophomores elected to not play the varsity and the seniors, so the JV team got essentially an opportunity to get some action as well. And so Wind River really finally getting into their season, and it's basically 4 games played for Big Piney, 2 for the second one really for Wind River as well. Again, 10 minutes before kickoff, we will obviously have a national anthem and everything in between. Again, the Wind pick it up here at Wind River High School in Pavilion, Wyoming. If you're hanging around, just joining the broadcast, you can't thank you enough for being a part of this Porter's Tailgate Show in our second edition of the County 10 Sports Game of the Week, again presented by Eyes on Fremont. We have plenty of athletics happening. We have 2 games tomorrow that will be broadcasting, one in Buffalo, which I will be in for the Lander versus Buffalo game as 3A East action gets started for league play, as Jared and Scott will be at home in Riverton for their homecoming game. They taking on Rollins, who that might be a sneaky matchup looking later on down the road. So with that, we are going to step aside, and we will have our pregame interview next with Rod Frederick. You're tuned in to County 10 Athletics on the County 10 Sports Network.
Smile. Smile? Uh-huh. This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Get ready. Coach Rod Frederick of the Wind River Cougars, and Coach, kind of an interesting way you guys are starting the season. You guys really haven't played an actual 9-man game until last week, but kind of take you through the first 3 weeks of the season.
First week we should have opened up with Saratoga, and they canceled that game because of lack of players, I guess. So we picked up a Gillette game with the Gillette sophomore JV kind of team. We ended up getting some kids hurt in that game, so we finished with really not our full varsity. Then the second week we go in, we were supposed to have St. Stephen's, that was forfeited. So we picked up a NC sophomore team, and they were strictly sophomores, so I didn't play any of my varsity in that game. I mean, I just didn't think it was right. And so, really, then we come to game 3, and we had Grable, which really was our game 1 versus, their game 3. Looking at the tape, the kids saw what we did. There were some major, some big errors that we missed. That we, had we played game 1 and game 2, they would have been fixed, and I think it would have been a little better score against Riverside. But other than that, I said, now we're game 2. We've worked out some of those kinks, and hopefully we're ready to go.
Is it advantageous in some aspects because you haven't played so many games, but you're also missing those live game reps too? But maybe what are some of the advantages and disadvantages of having that kind of scenario?
Yeah, it's huge. It's night and day, like versus where they're coming in with game 4 and having 3 games of live reps underneath their under their belt, and we have 1 right now. And for as big as a game this is, I mean, it's pretty costly. I mean, if we're not clicking perfectly, it could definitely go the other way. And, so it's, if we could be game 4, both of us, I think it'd be a lot better game.
I was going to say, before we started this pregame interview, I mean, based on, how the state and the rest of it look into this could be a potential conference championship game right off the bat. So, what's the players' mindset going in, being that you guys are arguably the best 2 teams out of the West?
The kids are fired up. They're ready to play. I just kind of met with them after school, and the kids even know it there. They were already talking about how this is huge. We got to play big, and we went down there. We traveled down there and beat them last year, and I'm pretty sure we probably weren't favored to win that game, but we come back with a win, and so now they're just now that we're on our home turf, they want to get another one. So.
Talk about Big Piney a little bit. What do you know about them for these first 4 weeks of the season?
We know that they're their quarterback, same quarterback they had last year, the kick and sling it. We've been working with our DBs, making sure, because they know, they'll run double moves, they'll run a lot of slants, they'll run some, a chair kind of thing. They got a good running back there, number 11. He's a speedy, quick kid. We know we got to contain him, keep him inside. Not a big kid, but he's shifty. So we just, we've been working with our DNs a lot on that to try to keep him contained. They got a couple good receivers too that are tall. They're a little lengthy and they can run. So we know they're bringing weapons. We just got to come play.
What about the offensive side of things, Coach? What are you going to try to instill tonight?
Well, one of my main things this whole year and even last year was just to be perfect. The kids know that every rep needs to be perfect. And offensively, we're going to jump into our stack, which we ran, and that's when Cooper broke the season single record, the rushing record in last year. We'll start out in that, and then we'll jump into a couple other different formations and see if they can handle it. Yeah,
and kind of looking at this team, you guys bring back a lot more skill players than maybe offensive linemen, and you were mentioning with David Settle, the line maybe not as. Hopefully you were able to hear the national anthem from the Wind River High School band. It will be Wind River to kick off to start things off, and hopefully we can finish this pregame interview, as we do have about 3 minutes left to go. So let's try to finish this pregame interview, and again, appreciate Rod Frederick for taking some time. Big as last year, just how have you kind of try to develop the line and knowing that they got to play bigger than probably what they are?
Definitely. We did lose size. We were 6'2", 6'4", 6'5". Going across that line last year. we're definitely not as tall this year, but I think we've got a little more athleticism, just quickness kind of. And that's kind of what we were shooting for. We just, we kind of talked to the kids and look back at Cokeville, and I mean, they run their line with 170, 180 pound kids and they just destroy people. So that's kind of the route we've been taking with them, and just be physical and quick and take care of business. Because, we did bring back a lot. We have 11 seniors on the team, and out of the 11, I think 7 of them have saw varsity time last year. So it's not too new for some of them, but it's just that brand new year, getting new reps in and getting going.
Well, Coach, last question here. X factor difference maker. Ultimately, what's going to make you guys go 1-0 today?
No miscues, no fumbles. Take care of the ball, no penalties. We just got to be mistake-free.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time, and hopefully we can chat to you after the game.
Sounds good, Wyatt. Thank you, man.
Head Coach Ron Frederick will step aside, and we'll be back right here on the County 10 Sports Network.
To explore Wyoming's stunning parks at Fremont Motors during the Open Road Sales Event. We're giving away a complimentary Wyoming State Parks pass with every vehicle sold, so you can get out and explore our beautiful state behind the wheel of a brand new vehicle. Plus, all Fremont vehicles come back by Fremont Care, so you'll be covered no matter what the Open Road has in store. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton, or shop online anytime at FremontMotors.com and start your Wyoming adventure today.
See Allison at lunch today? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text Allison. Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro? You're the one that keeps help.
If you're looking for an upgrade to your vehicle, Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Road and more. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4, or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion in the Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Make your home improvement projects a breeze with Sutherland's, your home improvement experts. Always the right products at the right price. For every project, every day. You can shop and pay online at Sutherlands.com, and we'll get it ready for easy in-store pickup. With the tools and the know-how, you can count on Sutherlands for any job. With over 30,000 items in stock, make your first stop at Sutherland's Home Improvement in Casper and Riverton.
County 10 is your Fremont County news leader. We're everywhere, on the web, mobile, social, and on your radio dial, with all the news you need to feel connected. From sports to board meetings and community features, we work hard to bring you all the latest updates you care about. Visit us today at county10.com. County 10, community connected.
This guy.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network is again, it's Big Piney taking on the Wind River Cougars, and got some mishaps with pronunciation and everything, as we are going to leave be for a second and let the Wind River Cougars get announced here.
Blake Snyder. Number 5, Chris Burke. Number 10, Cooper Frederick. Number 15, Aiden Ruby. Number 16, Braden Petro. Number 20, Rowdy Shearer. Number 51, Isaiah Jones. 57, Troy Tipsa. And number 91, Isaac Gardner.
The Wind River Cougars being announced there. Short history between these two teams. It's only the 7th overall meeting between the Big Piney Punchers and the Wind River Cougars. The Big Piney Punchers lead the all-time series 6-1. The Cougars got their first and only win of the series last season in 2022, winning 20-18. The Cougars scored the go-ahead touchdown midway through the fourth quarter to win the contest against the Punchers. The Cougars, like I said, did not complete a pass. They earned 327 yards rushing. 114 of those total yards would come from Cooper Frederick. Again, we want to thank the Porter's Mountain View Supply for the pregame sponsorship. I want to thank Perfect Power for providing the live stream today, and as well as all of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. So Big Piney will receive the opening kickoff for the start of this contest. Deep to receive for them as we are dealing with wind issues left and right here. So again, working with some difficulties. It's Jarrett Fear and number 6, Carson Gurr. Both Carson Gurr, a senior, and Jarrett Fear also seniors. Again, a lot of seniors on this team. It's your game of the week presented by Eyes on Fremont. And kicking it away will be Isaac Gardner for the Cougars. So we are awaiting the whistle here. Is no issues with officiating. I know there's some shortages of officiating, so if you're interested in that, make sure you talk with the WHSAA, as that's going to be a short kick. It's going to be recovered at about the 37-yard line, and it'll set up a pretty good field position, 1st and 10 for Wind River, and waiting for the exchange of footballs here. So Big Piney going to get things started here, led by their senior quarterback, Champ Snively. Coach Frederick mentioned big arm as the ball will be officially spotted again at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Punchers, and 9-man football again. Take away the tackles. They'll put 2 receivers top of the screen. Running back behind. Here's the carry from Clifford, and get around, makes a couple of moves, and going to have a good, and the ball comes out though, and it's going to be recovered by the Punchers, and getting back on his own mishap was Caden Clifford. So what almost was a 5 to 6 yard gain is going to be now ruled about a 2-yard gain. Puts up 2nd and 8 on the board. As Caden Clifford, they mentioned, Coach Frederick mentioned shifty running back, and probably is lucky to get back on that. That could have been an early turnover there for the Punchers, and ball now at the 40-yard line, so that will say it was a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7, same formation, 2 receivers with a man in motion, as it's going to be a quarterback keeper on the fake, and we'll get maybe about 3 more yards, and it will be 3rd down and 4. That was Champ Snively on the keep, and the ball will be placed at about the 43-yard line here early in the first quarter. And what was a very sunny afternoon has probably had the Wyoming luck and the Wyoming weather come in. And we are having a wind blow right directly from us from basically the northeast, and we have a early timeout by Big Piney. And that will be their first timeout of the game, or in the half, so we will step aside for a quick timeout. We'll be back right here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Look at the damage. This guy was going a lot over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a little over the speed limit. Look at the damage.
Redden, Kane & Associates. CPAs is your go-to source for tax, financial, and business solutions. Our experienced professionals are trusted.
Gonna have to cut that break short again. Big Piney took the timeout. That was their first of 3. 10:36 to go in the first. 3rd and 5 at the 43. Another handoff to Clifford, and he's going to be maybe a gain of 2, and it should bring up 4th down and about 3 to go. So Clifford, 2 of the 3 carries already getting credited to him. Had a good gain at the first carry, but fumbled it and went backwards. And the Punchers will punt it away here for their first possession. So 3 and out on 3 straight carries. Frederick, or that is not Frederick, excuse me. Here's the punt, is up in the air. It's going to be fielded, and going to be an early tackle there. Ball does come out, but keeping it was Stevens. And the Cougars will be setting up shop at about, what they'll say, 13-yard line officially, and it will do that. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. And talking to the coach, last year kind of more of a running team, and said you might be surprised what we see tonight here. So we'll see what the Cougars do here. Again, they got Cooper Frederick, the son of Rod Frederick, who again put a record performance in the first round of the postseason last year. His little lineup strong eye. Frederick in the backfield. Burke will hand it off to him on the first carry of the game. He'll get about to the 20-yard line, so gain of 6 to lead things off here for Cooper Frederick. Got to wonder, too, with the nice breeze Mother Nature has provided, if they'll go to the passing game quite often than maybe expected. Again, Chris Burke, the quarterback, the senior for the Cougars, was the quarterback last year, so Wind River returning their back in quarterback. Here's another carry. Frederick, and we'll get maybe to the 22, maybe the 23. They'll spot it officially at the 22 for a gain of 2, and they'll set up 3rd and short here, 3rd and about 2. As Frederick's got the first 2 carries of the ball game for 8 yards. Unofficially on our stat sheet, but we're going off the scoreboard, so should be more official than previous times. Again, they'll tie things up here, and that strong guy. Probably another handoff to Frederick, and that is the case, and he should barely get enough the first down as he is at the 25. And yes, they will give him the carry and a gain of 3, and that moves the chains. So the first down provided, completed by Wind River. Is able to keep their drive alive. A little bit longer field they're working with than what Big Piney had to start with. They're about their 30-yard line. Wind River was deep. Burke going under center again. Snap handoff. Burke falls to the ground, but it's Frederick on the carry. And he should have 5, and they will say so. So gain of 5, and it sets up 2nd and 5. Burke fell to the ground. Kind of was slow to get up, and maybe trying to walk this off here. It looks like he'll be all right. But it'll be 2nd and 5 at the 30. Already 4 carries, 16 yards. About 7:35 to play here in quarter number 1. Get a big thanks to Kaylee Ray and Kendall for providing the camera work today. Snap handoff is to Frederick again. If you're getting positive yards, probably just keep going with them as he'll get a gain of 2. And it should be 3rd and about 3 at the 32-yard line. Cougars did convert their first of 1 with a handoff to Frederick. And we'll just try to go with it again. And they do a 3-back set for the Cougars. So you tie things up. Burke will hand it off, and Big Piney finally able to stop him and maybe got right back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they spot this, but should be either right back to the line of scrimmage, and they will say so. So that will be 4th down, and, well, they actually move them back a yard, but Ball is spotted at the 32. So Gardner will punt it away here for the Cougars. Deep to receive for the Punchers. Trying to get a number with their white unis, and we have a whistle blown here, and the official will tell Jaquan Stevens he has to come out. And sending him in is Chris Burke, who will come to one spot, and then going back out is Braden Tatro. And now we'll get things set here. So deep to return it for the Punchers is Carson Gurr. Punt is really into the wind, and it's going to roll just past the 50 to the 47-yard line. And that will give the Big Piney Punchers better field position than what they originally started with 6:07 to go here. Give a big thanks to some of our sponsors. Myers Gambles, your replay sponsor in Lander, is excited to cheer on our student athletes. Gambles has winning deals, and remember, delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store. So 1st and 10. Punchers will line up and back each side, one receiver to the far side. Snap, handoff here, and going to the right side, left side is Ruben Stomberg, and he might get maybe 4. We'll see where they officially spot this, but this looks like to be a 5-yard carry. That'll be his first carry of the day for Ruben Stomberg. And again, if you're from Big Piney and tuning in, appreciate that, and hopefully I say names right. Make sure you can chat here, and we'll try to give you a shout out throughout the contest. This time they'll send the receiver to the right side. 2-back set. This is going to be a handoff right back to Stomberg, and there's a missed tackle there, and maybe gets a yard. Go right back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they spot it. They do say it's right on the line of scrimmage. And they're going to say officially a gain of 0 on the play, and that will set up 3rd down and 5 at the Wind River 48. Wind does favor, theoretically, the Punchers if they come to the near side based on where the flags are blowing. The State and American flag. Shotgun set. Quick pass out to the outside. Going to be caught for a 1st down. Is Gurr is with the reception, and we'll have a gain of 11. So first pass, and they go to the opposite side, and it actually favors them. And Carson Gurr, will get the first completion of the day. Like I said, it feels like Mother Nature wants to be nice, and then when we try to put out something cool for you guys, it wants to tell us differently. 5:16 to go. 1st down and 10 at the 36. Big Piney will go in motion. Misdirect carry, as that's going to be Glavin, who is going to get a big carry. Going to get to the 20-yard line. A gain of 16 on the play. And that will set up 1st and 10 deep in Wind River territory. Ball at the 20. Clock will roll again here. Approaching 5 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. It's Big Piney again, their 2nd year in 9-man based on the classification numbers last couple years ago. Another misdirection. This time going to go right back to Clifford. He's going to get around to the outside, and going to be just short of the end zone at about the 4-yard line. And that's again another 16-yard carry, and something Wind River wanted to kind of do was work on stopping the outside carries, just how shifty he is. And right now Big Piney is winning that battle. 1st and goal at the 3 officially. And Big Piney will look to punch it in early here in the 1st. 4:43 to go. Clock will start on the snap. Big Piney going to bring everybody in. And both jump, but Wind River is pointing at Big Piney. Big Piney pointing at Wind River, and it is going to be against Wind River. And that will just make it 1st and goal at about the yard line. Officially, you can go maybe 2. Should be at the 2, it does say so, so we'll just reset things. We'll see what Big Piney does. They brought everybody in and got Wind River to jump. And Big Piney looking to take a early lead here in a big game, big conference game to start the Wind River Cougars season. Here's a snap, handoff to the far side, in for the score. Steinberg will score on the outside play. Unfortunately, don't have a replay on that, but 2 yards out, that'll put the first score on for Big Piney with the PAT awaiting. So it takes 2 drives for Big Piney to get the first points on the board, and now the PAT will await here. Sal Tomer to put the point through. Holder is Snively the quarterback, and we got, I think the Cougars jumped again, and yes, it will go against the Cougars, and now you can see if Big Piney might go for 2 here. We'll find out. It's the second time Wind River has been called for the penalty there. Same exact penalty, but they will just, once again, go for the PAT. As this time, no whistles. Extra point goes through, and we are at a 7-0 ball game in the first quarter. 4:38 to go. We'll step aside. We'll give you the ensuing drive right after this.
Redden, Kane and Associates, CPAs is your go-to source for tax, financial, and business solutions. Our experienced professionals are trusted and know the numbers. We're dedicated to providing personalized attention to each of our clients. Whether you're an individual or a business, we're here to help with all your accounting needs. Let us do the math for you. Stop in or visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more.
Elevate Rehab's founding principle on you is evident from your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, DuBois, and visit our website or Facebook page.
Subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be alerted every time a new video or game is on County 10's YouTube page.
7-0 on your Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Big Piney scores on their second drive, courtesy of a 2-yard touchdown run from Stottenberg. So Big Piney taking the early lead here in a crucial 189-man West Conference game. Again, this is Wind River players kind of knowing, that's kind of the mindset they came in, is it's going to be fielded by the Cougars here as they will get to about the 27-yard line. And that will set up 1st and 10, best field position for the Cougars to start. Once again, the punt really favored the Punchers. They got put deep at the 14-yard line. Cougars were able to get to about the 25 for their first drive, and the ball will be spotted at the 29, 1st and 10. Frederick had all of the carries in that first drive, 6 carries, 18 yards officially. Here on the County 10 Sports Network, Game of the Week presented by Eyes on Fremont. As we will have a Wildcat formation here. Frederick will bring a man in motion. We have a flag on the play. And I believe this is going to go against the Cougars. And yes, false start on the Cougars, put it back 5. So that will be the 3rd penalty of the contest. And the Cougars will have a 1st and 15 now at the 23-yard line. So the ball was actually spotted at the 28. And the Cougars will once again go in that Wildcat. Coming in motion for the Cougars was Stevens, and Frederick will keep it. Maybe get one on the fake, and Wind River already backing up.
Holding Cougars.
And there's a penalty in the 10-yardage. So Cougars already 2 penalties on this drive, and it's 2 big penalties. So that will set up 1st and 25 now
10-yard penalty
at the 13-yard line. We'll see what Wind River can do here deep in their own red zone. Original line of scrimmage is at the 28. Cougars again go into that Wildcat. Stevens far out, going to come in motion. Frederick will take the snap. This time we'll give it to Stevens, trying to go around the corner, and maybe a gain of 3 on the play.
Carson, that's that compression. Good.
So we have a Big Piney coach next to us here. Again, Stevens with the carry, about 3 yards. It'll set up 2nd down and leave 22 here. All placed on the near hash on the left side of Cougars' way of going. They're going right to left. This time Wildcat opposite side. Keeper to Frederick, trying to find some hole, and he's going to be taken back right where the last play started at the 13-yard line.
Loss on the play. Brings up 3rd
So that will be a loss of 2. And it will be 3rd down. And forever for the Cougars. 3rd and 24 to be exact. This ball is placed at the 14-yard line. Clock under 3 minutes to go here in the quarter. As the Cougars will once again go Wildcat. Stevens motion again, and misdirect ball is out, and it's going to be recovered by Big Piney. And the big first turnover of the game will go against the Cougars. Big Piney was ready for that play, and getting credit for that is Roger Young, the senior defensive end for the Punchers, and the Big Piney already in the red zone at the 10-yard line. So we will get replay set up here. Unfortunately, a couple of times I tried to push the button. We already having some difficulties, but 1st and 10. Well, really, it's, yeah, they do have the chains out, so it's really at the 11. Missed carry. Wind River all over that one. And that's going to be a loss of, what do they say here? It's going to be a loss of 8 on the carry as Stottenberg was the one who got the carry and lost 8. Ball at the 19. The original down marker is at, or the, excuse me, original line of scrimmage is at the 11. So Cougars make a stop. They're almost right on, they're right on the edge now as Big Piney on the red zone. They'll send 3 receivers to the left side. Going in the gun. Snap, pump fake, looking for a throw, and it's going to be Stottenberg with the catch.
Pass across the middle, completed. Down and around the
4.5-yard line. Trying to see where they put this. They put it at the 5, so be a 16-yard reception, and that will put Snively 2 of 2 today. 2 passes already for 27 yards. And it's going to be 3rd and 5, so the Cougars make a big stop, and Big Piney responds with a 16-yard gain. Punchers send 1 receiver each side. 2 back set, 1 on either side. Snively going to take it himself, and looks like he's going to be just short of the 1st down. He has to get to the 1. We'll see where the officials spy. They're going to say 4th down. The ball is going to be placed right on the 2-yard line here. And Big Piney obviously going to go for this for how close they are. Trying to go up 2 scores. Already 7-0, 45 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Wind River looking for a big stop after turning it over in the red zone. One receiver now, the far side. Snively. And we'll get movement, and that's going to go against Big Piney. Take him back 5. And now that makes that fourth down decision just a little bit more difficult. First penalty on the Punchers, and that is a tough one to have.
5-yard penalty.
The ball will now be placed at the 7-yard line. Looks like Big Piney going to still go for it here on a fourth down. Again, 7 to go. As the clock will continue to roll down. 20 seconds, potentially the final play here. Big Piney, all they have to do is really get to the 1 for the first. 2 receivers right side. Motion man is Stompberg. Here's the handoff now to Clifford. Makes a move, and the Wind River Cougars. Do they get the stop? And no, they're going to say he's about a yard short of the line to gain. And the Cougars will make a turnover, but now they got to try to get out of this hole they're in there at the 3-yard line. We will have one more play here. As Clifford got a 5-yard run, he got all the penalty yardage back. Actually, ball at the 3, so that was actually a gain of 4. But 3 seconds to go in the first quarter. First and 10. Cougars will probably want to run one play. Strong eye. Frederick 5 yards into his end zone. That's going to be a fullback dive up the middle. And now we'll do it for the first as Blake Snyder will get the carry and put the end of the first quarter to a rest as Cougars down by 7 in a big conference contest. We'll step aside. We'll be back right after this, after a word from our sponsors. You're tuned into Fremont County's Game of the Week, presented by Eyes on Fremont.
If you're looking for the best home cooking in Lander, look no further than Ma'am Ma's Kitchen. Our mouth-watering menu will have you coming back for more. From our famous Ma'am Ma's breakfast to our burgers, we've got something for everyone. Our friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make us the perfect spot for a family meal or a night out with friends. Don't take our word for it. Check out our rave reviews. Call us today or visit our Facebook page to learn more.
I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Back here on KOVE 13, or not on KOVE, excuse me. We're on YouTube and Facebook only, sorry. We are on the County 10's Game of the Week presented by Eyes on Fremont. Big Piney scored one score in the first quarter and now have a 7-0 lead. Big Piney was once again on the grasp of another score as we got another carry on the play. It looks like Cooper Frederick for a gain of 3. So we are in the second quarter of play here.
Brings up a third down.
Big Piney had the ball after a turnover in the red zone. Wind River got a stop. Big Piney responded on a big completion play. Went for it on fourth down after even the 5-yard penalty. And Wind River was able to make a stop. They started at their own 3 now at the 10. Third down, 3 to go. Need to get to the 13-yard line. Strong eye. Handoff to Frederick. And I think he maybe got a yard on that play. It should be fourth down. And they will say a gain of 1. It'll be fourth down and 2. And looks like Wind River going to send it back to Big Piney here. As the wind favors the Cougars this time, theoretically, based on the flags. Again, it's coming from northeast to southwest as Gardner waiting for the snap. Excuse me, that's Kysaiah Jones on the punt. I apologize. Here's the punt. Nice punt. It's going to get past the 50 as it's going to take a sort of a
nice kick by Kysaiah.
Wind River or Big Piney bouncing away. Jacone Stevens
Ball on the 50-yard line.
will stop it as it was rolling back, and Should be 1st and 10 at about midfield. So again, Big Piney been able to move the football. Again, one of 3 drives so far that's favored them. A 7-0 game. 10:34 to go in the second. Again, a big game here. The Big Piney's had great field position really to start all their drives. One receiver set, going to be a handoff to Clifford. And that might be a gain of 1 as it gets into Wind River territory. Clifford in the contest so far, 6 carries, 43 yards. As you have 3 ball carriers and 2 receivers in the game already, so they're really spreading the ball out. Is Big Piney as the clock will approach 10 minutes to go. Wind River in their purple tops with the purple bottoms, white numbers. Got the purple helmets with their number on them. Big Piney in the white, and the snap is going to be mishandled. I wasn't even sure if Snively was ready for it. And that will be a loss of 5 on the play. So that will make it now 3rd down. 3rd down and long for the Punchers in their own territory, even though they started at midfield. Couldn't see him go to the air here. Already 2 completions so far out of 2 attempts in the first quarter. 2 different receivers, and Stottenberg on a 16-yard reception. Gurr on an 11-yard reception. Sent 2 receivers out. 1 back in the backfield. That is Clifford. Here's the snap, play action. Here's the throw down the middle, and no, can't get it. And the intended receiver was Dylan Woodward, and the Punchers will send it away to the Cougars. Looked like it was good, just a little bit higher, trying to get the hands up, just kind of slipped. As Chris Burke and Jacone Stevens going to be deep there to receive. And punting away for the Punchers here as the punt gets set out. It's going to be touched by Wind River, and Chris Burke's got to get on top of it, fight for the ball, and did Big Piney get it back? Yeah! And yes, Big Piney with the football. Another miscue by the Cougars. I don't know if that was touch. It looked like Chris Burke was trying to get away from it, and maybe he had the idea that he did. So it's probably just going about an instinct here. So Big Piney gets another possession. And they are setting up at the 36-yard, or 34, excuse me. 8:50 to go. 3 receivers now to the far side. Here's the handoff to Clifford. Wind River right there to stop him. As we take a look at your Gamble's replay.
A loss of about 4 yards.
Kind of a swing pass out. It was kind of backwards, so we're going to give him the carry. That's going to be a loss of 5, and that's not what you want to see if you're Big Piney. Is we got an injury on the field, and he falls short. Nothing has been blown yet, and play has now been stopped with 8:19 to go. As that is the shifty back in Caden Clifford. He's down and being attended to. He was hobbling off the field, kind of hobbling on 1 foot as the shoe has come off. And with that, we're going to step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Have a timeout on the field.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Central Bank and Trust is a
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network as Clifford was being attended to, and hope he's okay. He's able to get off the field. It is second down, 14 to go. They'll go gun set. Here's the drop back throw to the outside, and putting a hit right there for Wind River. Number 15, Aiden Ruby. And we have a flag on the field, and I believe this is going to go against the Cougars. As kind of a little taunting right there after I believe it's going to be the call. Aiden Ruby, who made the hit, kind of stood up and I didn't flexing not in the gym way, but kind of flexing downward. And I believe that's what the case is going to be. And yep, it is going to go against the Cougars. So another penalty on the Cougars they commit. If there's something Wind River's leading in the wrong category, it's that. It is first down and 10 at the 22-yard line. Again, the Cougars have been able to make stops, but it's been deep in their own territory here. Two receivers out to the left. Man in the backfield. Steinberg will get the carry, get around the edge, and going to have more, and will be about at the 14-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 8 on the carry.
Nice gain of about 8 yards.
And it'll be second down and about 2 to go. So again, Clifford still being attended to on the sideline, and hopefully he is already again hobbled off the field. That's what the timeout happened. And he's being attended to by a couple of coaches. The Big Piney still moving it. Second down, 2 to go. Ball at the 14-yard line. Under 7 to play. Shotgun set for the Punchers. Two receivers coming to the near side. Now we got a motion man. Misdirection. Stoutenberg gets the carry again. Tries to get around the edge and probably going to be met up right back at the line of scrimmage. So just reset here on a third down this time. Again, Punchers can drive and then whenever been able to put a stone wall. So put the ball at the 15 now. It'll be still third down and 2 here. Yeah, a couple of great games to start off. A couple of great matchups. Unfortunately, Shoshone fell 30-6 a week ago to the Thunderbirds of Cheyenne East JV team. Third down, 2 to go. And we have another, what will be shaped up as a good game. It's going to be a carry for maybe 1 as a swarm of Cougars will get there. And Steinberg got the carry and he gets 1 yard. So 4th and 1. Probably no surprise here. The Punchers will go for it. 4th down and 2. 4th down and 1. From the viewpoint up here, it's 4th down and 2, and that scoreboard now changes.
Let's give this defense a big hand.
They need to get to the 12-yard line of the Punchers. One receiver will go out each side. One receiver on each side of Snively in the backfield. Again in the gut. Snap. Throw. And it's going to be taken down by Jacon Stevens. So hopefully we got a replay on that. Should have it here on the Gambles replay.
1st and 10, Cougars.
Great shot there by Kendall. Actually, a really good shot as you see Stevens knock it out.
Stevens on the stop.
And it gives the Cougars another stop in the red zone. 5:15 to go. Cougars still down 7-0 on your Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. And as the Cougars, only 2 plays ran in this quarter so far. They will bring the Wildcat back out here. This time they'll have 2 far out. Chris Burke will come to the near side. Frederick will send a man in motion. Snap, and Frederick going to throw it out here. It's going to be caught for a first down. Flag is on the play, and going more is Braden Tatro, and he's going to have a good reception in game, but we'll await the flag as Wind River is standing back, and we have a frustrated Cougar on the play. Troy Tinsop kind of showed frustration there, and that was a great play, but unfortunately it's going to be taken all the way back. The ball will be down at the 45 if it stands, and no, they waved the flag.
Flag is waved off. Brings up a first down for the Cougars.
45-yard, 46-yard reception from that was Cooper Frederick on a Wildcat play, but it pays off. Maybe that was what Coach Frederick was talking about, as Tatro gets the 45-yard reception, and it gives Wind River into Big Piney territory here. 1st and 10. Frederick again in the Wildcat. Will take the snap. Will look to throw here. Looks and then just dink it off here, and that's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to be close. Let's take a look at the replay. Hopefully we got a shot here, and that looked in from our point of view. Coach from Big Piney let's see where that's got to be close. Probably hurts wearing the white shoes on the play, but yeah, that was really close there. And I'll set up 2nd down and 10. Looks like Frederick was trying to loft it up there to Rowdy Shear and kind of overthrew it. Snively was right there to get it. He didn't make the catch, but the officials say out of bounds. So 2nd and 10 at the 44 officially. Again, Frederick, he has the glove off, so you got to assume he's looking to pass it here. Here's a handoff to Tatro, who's going to come back to the near side and take about a 5-yard carry.
Nice counter play.
And yes, that will be a 5-yard carry for Braden Tatro.
Gain of about 6 yards.
No, they'll say 6 yards, so we'll go off of what the PA announcer says. 3rd down and 4 to go at the 38. 4:18 and counting here on a slow-paced 2nd quarter. Best drive by the Cougars. A flag that came in was waved off on a 45-yard reception from Cooper Frederick to Braden Tatro to keep this drive alive. Motion man is Stevens. Fumbled play as Cooper Frederick will just have to eat it up. And it'll be 4th down and a promising start. Gets stopped by the Punchers on a 4th down, and the Cougars considering going for this year. I don't think so. Yeah, 4th down, and they haven't sent the punt team out, and I believe the Cougars are going to go for this. 4th and 9 at the 43-yard line. Big play here. They're going to have Cooper Frederick back in the backfield. On a receiver, near side. Stevens goes in motion. Cougars need to get to the 34. Here's a throw. It's Tatro with the reception and a 1st down. Big reception for 15 on the play. And taking a look at your Gambles replay for Cooper Frederick. Has kind of scramble, waiting for something to develop, as Tatro has a couple of big receptions on this drive, and the Cougars keep their drive going. 3:05 to go. We still stand 7-0 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Under 3 to go. Frederick drops back, looks, throws. He's looking for Tatro again, and no, he dropped it. Well, Tatro, if he had a catch on that play, that would have been something, and have himself a drive here. Let's take a look at your Gambles replay again. Let's kind of try to bring it down and couldn't finish securing the catch. So it'll be 2nd down, 10 to go. 2:47 is on the clock. The wind is now going directly north to south here. There is blue sky, as we promised. We don't know if it's going to get here. And we have a whistle. Timeout taken by the Cougars. We'll step aside for a 60-second timeout. We'll be back right here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Left in the second quarter. Punchers.
Riverton.com.
Central Bank and Trust is a local bank that is focused on technology and convenience. We have a simpler online mortgage application process. You can use your computer or mobile device to upload required documents and sign them online. We have a variety of personal and business banking services. Stop in or visit centralbanktrust.com. We live here. We work here.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? Because in real life, you don't get a second chance.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices.
Gonna have to cut that break short. Unfortunately, Wind River took the time out there down to 2. As we're gonna have a penalty on the Cougars for a variety of 5. Yes, Cougars are kind of already knew that was coming back on them. Is having quite a few penalties here. They slowed them down just a little bit, but still going up there. Clock's still at 2:47. It was an incomplete pass to Tatro from Frederick. Again, one of 2 games that is highlighting Wyoming tonight. Conference game here. Riverside picked up a game against the Cody JV squad at Cody. Stevens comes in motion. Snap is going to get by Cooper. You're going to just have to hope to throw this away. Try to keep it alive. Here's the throw. Tatro! No, he almost had another amazing catch if he was able to bring it down. And Tatro just finding an opening, and Frederick trying to launch it in there, but it's going to be 3rd down and 15 to go. So a disaster play goes for nothing, as Cooper Frederick is now 2 of 5 on this drive, but got a total of 60 yards on this drive through the air. 2:40 to go now. That play took 7 seconds off the clock. Make sure you stick around for the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Recap this first half. Take a look at tomorrow, and student of the week is Jacone Stevens going to get a handoff. Left side, breaks a tackle. He's going to get more yards, and he's going to be close to a 1st down on a 3rd and 15, and he gets 14 yards on that carry.
Ball handed off to Stevens. Big gain.
So Stevens,
short of the 1st down.
14 yards. Gives the Cougars a manageable 4th down. As the down marker at 2nd now gets flipped to 4. There we go. 4th down and 1 at the 20. You need to get to the 19-yard line. Again, a big shout out to Kendall and Kaylee Ray for dealing with this weather conditions, but doing camera work. Strong eye. It's going to be a keeper up the middle, and it's going to be an easy 1st down as Burke was the one on the carry.
That brings up
and we'll get just enough. Gets 4 on the carry, and Cougars at the 16-yard line now. Now the Cougars are going to have to start looking at that clock. 1:50 to go, and yes, you've had a couple of good plays, but if running's the go-to, you got to slow down here or speed up here. Clock now 1:40. Taking a while to get this play in. It's really been Frederick who's getting the carries here. Snap, drop back, rolling out to his right, looks, will just dump it off, and it's going to be caught, and taking a hit, and he is in. Touchdown, Cougars, as that reception goes to Aiden Ruby for the score, and we are a PAT away from a tied ball game. Hopefully we got just the ending of this, and taking a look at that, just the battle on the reach, just to get in the end zone as the cannon goes off. PAT awaits as That was at the 50. That was a 15-yard reception to Ruby and the PAT to tie things up in timeout by Wind River. And they are down to their final timeout. Let's give a big shout out to some of our sponsors real quick. This broadcast is brought to you by Perfect Power, Porter's Mountain View Supply, Wyoming 4x4, Reddit and Kane Associates, Wyoming Catholic College, Myers Gambles, Bailey's Enterprise, Sutherland's, Baldwin Creek Rentals, State Farm Agent Justice Jacobs, Mama's Kitchen, Northside Auto Body Shop, Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, Elevate Rehab, Edward Jones Financial Advisor John P. Shade, Fremont Chevy, Central Bank and Trust, and Eyes on Fremont. 15-yard reception by Ruby gives the Cougars down by 1. First score of the game, and all the big plays coming through the air. Cooper Frederick, who looked like a wildcat formation, is taking the reps in the gun. And first score on a 15-yard touchdown. Cooper Frederick, 3 of 6 on that drive, 75 yards. And again, a PAT, but let's see what Wind River does here. And just based on that timeout, are they looking to go up by 1? They did take the timeout down to their final. Not Wind River. Big Piney has 2. Ball again spotted. As Wind River is going to go for this here. 2-point conversion on the way. Stevens goes in motion. Snap, roll out. Here's the throw, and Wind River has taken the lead, courtesy of a go-ahead 2-point conversion. Taking a look at that replay. Stevens kind of just was waiting for the snap to go. Here's the throw, and just like that, Wind River has taken an 8-7 lead. We'll step aside, 30-second timeout. Back after this.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Northside Auto Body Shop.
Back here is, I felt a little bit of, looked like I felt a couple of raindrops. Hopefully that's not the case here. As Wind River scored on a 15-yard touchdown reception from Cooper Frederick to that's not Tater, that was Aiden Ruby, who gives the Cougars the score, and then a 2-point conversion to Jacob Stevens on the pass was good as the kick is away. This one not going to be short. That's going to go deep into the end zone, and the Big Piney Punchers will set up shop at the 20-yard line at 78 seconds to go.
How about that?
That was Isaiah Jones, the kicker. So you booted that one again, and now we have, that looks like a flag. It's just the T. But we are ready to go. 78 seconds to go. Punchers do have 2 timeouts to play with. Wind River down to their final timeout. 80 yards separates a Cougar lead or a Big Piney lead going into the half. Snively will bring into play. Cougars 9 plays on that last drive. Only ran 2 before that previous drive. Big Piney's only ran 5 plays in the second quarter. Snap, handoff right up the middle. Stottenberg's got a carry. He's got a hole. He is at the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. It needs to be taken out at about the 35-yard line. Now Stottenberg is able to get up. He was slow for a second, but a big carry.
Ball will be placed on the 35-yard
45-yard carry from Stottenberg. Unfortunately, don't have a replay on that one, but Big carry there, and just like that, Big Piney's got 70 seconds to work with. 2 timeouts, and
45-yard gain.
The clock went down 2 seconds, so it's now 1:08. Official checks the watch, and nothing changes. 3 receivers to the far side. Next play here. Shotgun. Snively, pump fake, looks to go to the middle, does, and it's Cooper Frederick with the interception, and it gives a turnover, and the Cougars will have an 8-7 lead with a final 1:03 to play here. Pump faked one side, Cooper Frederick didn't bite, and it pays off as the interception, and
Cooper Frederick.
If somebody's making a case for player of the game, I think you got a couple in mind already. 1:03 to go. Let's see what the Cougars do here. They'll elect to just let the clock run down on a few carries, or if they want to go through the air again. And the last drive was the first time they were able to complete passes. 75 yards of passing last drive. They'll go strong eye, though. Handoff is to Frederick. Goes up the middle. He will break one, and Cougars do have a timeout if they elect to do so. Carry
Frederick on the run.
4-5 on the play, or 7 yards, excuse me.
2nd and 3.
Cooper Frederick, 10 carries, 27 yards. Clock is at 42 seconds.
Left in the half.
As it looked like it just skipped over 43 seconds. And now clock is stopped at 35, and yeah, the clock is, looks like it's just glitching just a little bit here. Yeah, it stops at 26 and then goes to 24, so it should, at least it's holding for that second. There goes strong eye again. Keeper up the middle for Chris Burke, and he'll get 3 on the carry. And I think when we were going to let it go,
first down, Cougars.
To the zeros. Clock does stop at 12 seconds to reset the chains. Wind River does have 1 timeout left. They elected to take it, and Wind River and Big Piney just going to go ahead and send this one to the half as the Cougars score late in the second and take a lead. We are at an 8-7 halftime score. We'll step aside. The Buckle Up for Life halftime show is coming up. You're tuned in to Fremont County Football on the County 10 Sports Network.
Punchers 7.
Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Hobby and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
This is Maven, award-winning optics for the adventurous. From binoculars to spotting scopes, Maven has you covered. Be prepared for scouting, wildlife watching, or any outdoor adventure. As a proud sponsor of local high school sports, we wish all the Fremont County athletes the best of luck this season. Visit mavenbuild.com for more information and to order. Maven, discover something new.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine Athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Justice Jacobs State Farm Insurance Agency, where friends go
Justice and his team are dedicated to helping you protect what's important. We offer a variety of insurance products and services to help you protect what's important to you. With customizable coverage plans, safe driving rewards, and discounts, Justice Jacobs can help you create a solution that's right for you. Go Tigers! Visit us at 990 Main Street in Lander or online at insuredwy.com.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be alerted every time a new video or game is on County 10's YouTube page.
8-7 your score as we are in the halftime show presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming as the Cougars have a 8-7 lead in favor of the Cougars. Like I just said moments ago, the Cougars were able to score late in that second quarter, courtesy of a 15-yard touchdown pass from Cooper Frederick to Aiden Ruby. As again, Cougars getting a late drive, and really that second drive, it was 75 yards of passing by the Cougars that gave them this lead. Big Piney has been able to drive down the field, but it's been the turnovers or stops that the Cougars have been able to make to keep Big Piney out of the end zone. The Big Piney Punchers did score in that second drive of the contest. 2-yard touchdown by Ruben Stottenberg to give the Big Piney Punchers the 7-0 lead, and then Wind River, like I said moments ago, just scored in the second quarter. If you're tuned in on YouTube or Facebook, leave a comment. We'll try to give you a shout out throughout the contest. As take a look at some individual stats here in just a moment. We also got the Student of the Week presented by Wyoming Catholic College due up here. You're tuned in to Fremont County Football on the County 10 Sports Network.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, your score 8-7 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. It's the Buckle Up for Life halftime show presented by YDOT. Let's take a look at some individual numbers, starting with the Punchers of Big Piney. Champs Lively 2 of 3 for 27 yards, 1 interception in the passing game. The running game has seen 94 yards of rushing. That includes Ruben Stottenberg, 8 carries, 53 yards. It's actually a negative territory in the first quarter, but second quarter rounded up a 45-yard run. But again, the interception was right after that turned the ball over. Champs Lively would be 2 of -2 so far rushing. You also have Caden Clifford, who is, unfortunately, I haven't seen him back on the field since he's been injured. He was 6 of 43. He was really getting something going there for the Big Piney Punchers. Receiving-wise, 2 receptions for the contest, 13.5 yards of total receiving, the 27 yards of reception. That would go Ruben Stottenberg, 1 catch for 16 yards. Kason Gurr, 1 catch for 11 yards. Let's take a look at the Wind River Cougars statistical category, starting with the passing game. Cooper Frederick, 3 of 6, all on that final drive, not before the clock ran out, but the drive before, kind of running the clock down. 3 of 6, 75 yards, a 15-yard touchdown throw. So Cooper Frederick, who we kind of had an idea Wind Rivers might get to throw something out there, and I think we saw it there with the throwing and the receiving or the air game in that second quarter. Rushing wise, Cooper Frederick 10 of 27 leads the way. You have Blake Snyder 1 of 3, Chris Burke 2 of 7, Aiden Ruby and Brayden Tatro 1 of 6. You have also for the Cougars Jacone Stevens 2 carries for 17 yards. On the reception side, it's Tatro who is really having a really good start to the reception game. 2 receptions, 60 yards. He had a big 45-yard reception on that drive before the last one. And then it would also be Aiden Ruby, a 15-yard, the 1 reception for a touchdown for 15 yards, as you're seeing the Wind River pep band right there on to your left side of the screen. Again, 8-7 is your score. We have about 7 minutes to go in the halftime intermission. We still got to get to our Student of the Week, and we'll take a look at what's happening around the state this week for Fremont County. You're tuned in to Fremont County's Game of the Week, presented by Eyes on Fremont.
In Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Get ready to explore Wyoming's stunning parks at Fremont Motors during the Open Road Sales Event. We're giving away a complimentary Wyoming State Parks pass with every vehicle sold, so you can get out and explore our beautiful state behind the wheel of a brand new vehicle. Plus, all Fremont vehicles come backed by Fremont Care, so you'll be covered no matter what the open road has in store. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton, or shop online anytime at FremontMotors.com and start your Wyoming adventure today.
See Allison at lunch today? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text Allison. Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro? You're the one who needs help.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, YouTube and Facebook, as got about 4:20 to go in the halftime intermission. Your Student of the Week brought to you by Wyoming Catholic College. We'll go to Wind River High School, as it's Susan Corlett for Wind River this week. You can always check out your Student of the Week on county10.com for all the Student of the Weeks. We have Lander, we have Shoshone, we have, like I said, Lander already, Wind River, we have Riverton, we have all Student of the Week. You can always check it out under the Student of the Week section on county10.com. 3:50 to go, and we'll also have one tomorrow for Lander and as well as Riverton. We got to give some of our live reads in here, so let's give a big thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto, who's our post-game sponsor. They are a proud supporter of our local athletes. Our full-service tire and auto shop are located at 755 South Felton in Riverton and 1305 West Main in Lander. Also, a big thanks to Northside Body Shop. It's a proud supporter for student athletes across Fremont County. Give Northside Body Shop a call at 332-4991 or stop by the shop on 2nd Street in Lander for all of your auto body needs. Baldwin Creek Rental Center in Lander, also a proud sponsor. They have everything covered for equipment rentals. Stop by at 675 Baldwin Creek Road to see how we can help. Good luck to all athletes from Baldwin Creek Road this year. And also Eyes on Fremont. Give a big shout out to them. And our Game of the Week sponsor brought to you by them, Eyes on Fremont. They see your hard work is paying off, both on and off the field. Student athletes have our support. Eyes on Fremont, located on 111 7th South Broadway Avenue in Riverton, your local optometrist. 2:44 to go. We'll take one more final timeout, second half, right after this.
If you're looking for an upgrade to your vehicle, Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Road and more. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4 or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion in the Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Make your home improvement projects a breeze with Sutherland's, your home improvement experts. Always the right products at the right price. For every project, every day. You can shop and pay online at Sutherlands.com, and we'll get it ready for easy in-store pickup. With the tools and the know-how, you can count on Sutherland's for any job. With over 30,000 items in stock, make your first stop at Sutherland's Home Improvement in Casper and Riverton.
County 10 is your Fremont County news leader. We're everywhere. On the web, mobile, social, and on your radio dial, with all the news you need to feel connected. From sports to board meetings and community features, we work hard to bring you all the latest updates you care about. Visit us today at county10.com. County 10, community connected.
This guy was driving way over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a lot over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a little over the speed limit. Look at the damage.
Redden.
We are here on the County 10 Sports Network. Your score 8-7 as we approach the third quarter of action. I thought we were going to have a warm-up period, but that does not appear to be the case as Big Piney will send it off to the Cougars. And we'll reset things here, timeouts and everything. So kick is away. And it's going to be fielded there. I think there was a choice. It looks like Stevens will get it. And he's going to break loose. He's at the 40, down to the 50. This is going to be taken to the house. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cougars on the opening kick of the second half. It's 14-7, Wind River. How about that to start things off? Let's take a look. Hopefully we got the last few seconds of this, but yeah, broke away. What a heck of a play to start off as it's Aiden Ruby, not Stevens, who got the return for the score, and Wind River putting a start to this second half. Take 12 seconds off the clock, and it's a lot as I've heard the crowd all night. PAT will wait. As your Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard, 14-7, and based on what I'm seeing, Cougars are going to go for two here. Wind still now blowing back from northeast to southwest, so directly at us. Cooper Frederick going in the gun. Snap, keeping himself, now throw in, threw a little too much on that one, two-pointer. No good, and we are at a 14-7 contest. We'll step aside, 30-second timeout. We've got to collect ourselves here just for a moment. We'll be back right here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Look at the damage.
Redden, Kane & Associates. CPAs is your go-to source for tax, financial, and business solutions. Our experienced professionals are trusted and know the numbers. We're dedicated to providing personalized attention to each of our clients. Whether you're an individual or a business, we're here to help with all your accounting needs. Let us do the math for you. Stop in or visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more.
Elevate Rehab.
Well, it was a house call to start the second half as Aiden Ruby, who also one of the players really in the running for this and just made his case even better on a big kickoff return to the house, gives the Cougars a 14-7 lead. Two-pointer was no good after an overthrow pass from Cooper Frederick, and it will be Isaiah Jones to kick it off to the Punchers. Deep to receive for Wind River. I think we have a couple of changes. Jarrett Fear, and it will be Gurr, and hopefully I pronounced that right, to return. Yeah, Kason Gurr and Jarrett Fear. So Isaiah Jones tees it up at the 40, and we will reset here. And get it set. There's the kick, and it's going to be a little kick, and it's going to stop. Can Wind River get it? And no, just not in time. Let's see if we got a replay just on that final part. On that one, it's going to be a kick out of bounds. Sets shop at the 35 for Wind River, and just late to it. I think Cougars were trying to build more momentum here as they got plenty of momentum to start things off, and wow, what a chuck. And I don't know how that pulled off, but take a look. Hopefully we can get that. Unfortunately, the tee got stuck on the fence. I was hoping to get a shot of that, unfortunately, but we'll reset things here. 1st and 10 for the Punchers. Going to be a pass play to start things off. Deep pass, and it's going to be caught by Jarrett Fear, and going to be taken down by Jaquan Stevens, and that's going to be a big play. 35 to about the 27.
Ball placed on the
38-yard reception from Snively
First and 10.
to Fear, and that will give the Punchers a first down right already. Trying to respond after the touchdown kickoff return. Gun set, 2 receivers. Snap handoff to Snotberg, who will get tripped. He did have the hole, but got tripped in the end, and another Puncher slow to get up, but we'll get 6 on the carry. And that will be 2nd down, 4 to go. I just almost put him for a 67-yard carry on my stat sheet, but there we go, reset things. We're not even a minute into this third quarter. We are just about to approach it, and already we're seeing big things here again. Really early big conference game. Snap, throw, picked up by Cooper. He's got nobody left in front of him. 40, 35, 30, 20, 10. He's got a couple of Punchers, and he makes a move. Touchdown, Cougars! Back-to-back big plays. As let's see if we got a replay here, and just had a couple of Punchers close in, and the Cougars have a 20-7 advantage. And yes, put it is. Read that all the way. It kind of looked like a swing pass to the outside, and I think that was the intention, because that was where the throw went. And the Cougars now will have a chance to blow 2 scores, 2 full scores. Looks like we're going to have, we did have a flag on the play. I think it fell out of the official. Just noticed that the flag was at the 45, but yeah, it just fell out. So Cougars will go for 2. So we're missing some players, and now we'll set things up, and Cougars will go strong I. Burke will line up under center. Takes the snap, keeps it himself up the middle. He is in. Should be in based on where the pile is, and yes, he's in. The 2-point is good, and the Cougars will take a 22-7 lead. Big plays by the Cougars, giving them a big lead. Big Piney had a good response, but then turned it over. We'll step aside another 60-second timeout. Next kickoff right after this on the County 10 Sports Network.
Elevate Rehab's founding principle on you is evident from your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, DuBois, and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
If you're looking for the best home cooking in Lander, look no further than Mama's Kitchen. Our mouth-watering menu will have you coming back for more. From our famous Mama's breakfast to our burgers, we've got something for everyone. Our friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make us the perfect spot for a family meal or a night out with friends. Don't take our word for it. Check out our rave reviews. Call us today or visit our Facebook page to learn more.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, it was a pick 6 by Cooper Frederick. Gives the Cougars a 22-7 lead as Isaiah Jones is looking like he wants to onside this. Let's see what he does here. Here's the kick, and that is going to be deep, but out of bounds. Kick went out at the 25. Flag on the play, sets up shot for the Punchers at the 35. So Punchers had a big play, 38-yard completion. Then a pick 6 by the Cooper Frederick for the Cougars. And it was Big Piney who was making the drives. Cougars have made stops. They've made turnovers. They have making the big plays now. And momentum has really gone to the Cougars here. And the crowd has gotten into it. And we're going to... I gotta re-kick it here.
Punchers choose to have the Cougars kick again.
So the Punchers are electing to have a re-kick. This went out of bounds, so kick is going to go at the 35, which is the NFL and college standard where they start the kickoffs. And be Isaiah Jones to tee it up again. He'll tee it up in the middle between the hashes here. Is really great field conditions at Leroy Center Field in Pavilion, Wyoming. Got some horses and cows in the backdrop. Not sure if you can see them, but yeah, about black dots on the screen. But a great location. There's blue skies. We're just hovered over the not the good clouds. Is Isaiah Jones kicks it off. That will go right down the middle. It's going to be fielded there by Fear. He'll take it to the far side and then get tackled. As making the tackle for the Cougars, number 15, Aiden Ruby. And we just have approached 90 seconds into this third quarter. It feels like an eternity right now, just based on how many big plays, turnovers, and like I said, just big plays in general that have made this quarter really a slow start. First and 10 at the 37. Clock is ticking. It. Not sure why. Ball at the 37. Gun up and almost mishandled there, but Steinberg gets it, and the Cougars are there for it. 2-yard loss on the player. Actually, officially a 1-yard loss. And that will set up second down 11. As it's just big play after big stop, and Cougars are okay with giving up yardage as long as they don't get in the end zone. Punchers haven't scored since the first quarter of play here. At 9:25 to go. 2 receivers set to the left side of the formation. Here's the snap, drop back. Here we'll do a little swing pass this time to the far side as Fear will get it, be down at the 45-yard line, is Cooper Frederick was slow to get up. He's slow to get up, and that is not what you hope to see, and you got to hope. I bet coach is trying to let him walk it off, and no, he is hobbling. That is not a good sign if you're the Cougars. Just knowing how impactful he has been already. So that was a reception of 7. Second down, 3 to go. As Fear was the one on the reception. That's his second reception of the contest. Gun set to receivers far side. And they're going to have full start on the offense.
Illegal procedure, punchers. 5-yard penalty.
As Wind River thought it was on them, I didn't see him cross the line. And that will take him back 5 and set up third down and 8 to go. PA says a long 7. I will concur on that. As the clock is at 8:30 now. Frederick, head coach of the Wind River Cougars, has had some coaching experience in California. That was almost 2 decades ago. Shotgun set, man goes in motion. It's going to be a carry to the far side on a misdirection, and the Cougars are able to stop it. It's going to be 4th down and short. Stottenberg gets the carry and gets maybe the 5 back. And that will be 4th down and probably a long 2. So like I said, Frederick having some head coaching experience. He's been in his 2nd season now at Wind River, taking over for Trujillo. Really got the program going. Frederick trying to keep things going, and Punchers will punt it here on a 4th down. And having a chance, the coach is sending Cooper Frederick, unfortunately, is on the sideline. Snap, high snap, punt is able to get away, and this is going to be a short punt as they're going to let this bounce. It takes a Wind River bounce, and it's going to be down to the 39-yard line as Cougars were sliding in like they were going to get it, but it was down either way. So we're under 8 to play, 7:56 to go. Cougars going to set up shop again as Cooper Frederick, who has been an impactful player defensively and offensively through the air, is going to stay on the sideline. And let's see what Wind River can do in a response here and try to play it without Frederick for a little bit, if that's the case. 1st and 10, strong I formation. The Cougars will line up. Burke will go under center. And snap, quarterback keeper up the middle, and gonna get maybe 3 on the carry. And so Chris Burke is 3rd carry of the day, as that's gonna be a 3-yard carry at the 42-yard line. So 2nd down, 7 to go. Clock approaches 7:30 here on the County 10 Sports Network. If you're tuning in, we appreciate it. Let us know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching from Big Piney, Big Piney has a great crowd here as well. I'm really excited to see. His ball is out. Wind River is able to get on it, and the ball was lost right about the line of scrimmage. It's probably going to be a loss of a long 1. A lucky save, and Cooper Frederick does make his way back out to the field. So again, maybe just got a hard hit there and landed wrong, and hopefully he's all right. But like I said, big shout out to the Puncher fans and parents who are out here. It's a long drive, and especially on a work night as well, knowing that Friday's still here. 2nd and 8. And 3rd and 8, actually. Burke, handoff to Frederick, and they're going to test him early, and is able to get the stop in.
Frederick on the carry.
You know, Frederick got the carry, and
couple yards on the game.
Frederick going to come back out, not hobbling this time, but it's going to be 4th down and 5 after a gain of 3. Actually 2 on the carry. So Isaiah Jones to punt it away here. As the kick is up, and it's going to take a Cougar bounce, and it's going to be down at the 17-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 to go here.
Ball will be placed on the 16-yard line. Brings up a 1st and 10 for the Punchers.
Getting a shout out to the Cougar fan, Melvin Leroy. Shout out to you for getting on the chat. 5:48 to go. Ball going to be placed at the 16. I don't like to say half, so I'm going to go 16-yard line. Punchers did punt it away on their last drive. Shotgun set. They're going to put one receiver to the right side of the formation. Misdirection, handoff here. It's going to be Stottenberg. He's getting to the outside, and he's going to have a 1st down and more. Burke tries to take him down, and Stottenberg is going to get 15 on the carry, and that will give the Punchers a 1st down. So Punchers seeing something of positivity on that first play.
Ball placed on the 32-yard line.
Punchers have ran 6 plays in this quarter alone. 191 yards of offense for the Punchers compared to 140 for the Cougars, but statistical categories sometimes really don't matter. It's what's on the scoreboard. Here's a snap, handoff. Going to the left side is Stottenberg, and he will be tackled about 5 yards, and we got a flag on the play, and I believe we're going to get a flag on the Cougars on a late hit. We'll wait the flag, and they officially rule it 4 yards. I have 5, but we'll wait this flag in. Maybe you do have a late hit, and I think you're going to add more to this on the flag. Cougars started off with a lot of penalties, and then
personal foul, Cougars.
Face mask on the Cougars, so that will take them 15 yards more, and that will be a 1st down. So, like I said, Cougars really slowed down the penalties and then had the kicking out of bounds, but that one, a big penalty, is that penalty puts the football in Cougar territory at the 49-yard line. So Punchers still have a 1st and 10. As the Punchers will put 3 receivers right side of the formation. And Stomberg going to take it up the middle. Cougars are going to get there and give them maybe 5, possibly 6. We'll see where they spot this football, but I see officials ruling it a 5-yard carry. And they're really giving the football right now to Stomberg, who 14 carries, 88 yards. So he's getting the carries, just hasn't put something yet on the scoreboard except for that 2-yard touchdown run in the first. I haven't seen Jones either, so Jones is on the sideline. He's still suited up, but you got to wonder if that injury he sustained in the first half is more significant. Snap, pump fake, looking for the deep throw. Here's the throw, and that's going to be caught. Perfect placing, and ball is out. And they're going to say yes, touchdown Punchers. And that will give Big Piney back into this ball game, as now you have an injured Cougar on the play. And now he's being attended to by a teammate. Now coaches are going to come and assist, but that was probably as perfectly placed of a pass as you could have made it. And let's see if we got a replay on this one. And yeah, we do have an injury on the field, so we're going to have a stoppage of play on. That was Jacone Stevens who was on the coverage, as you see that play, which resulted in the score. And now, we're going to need some substitutions. I see 8 Cougars on the field. Oh, there's the 9th one. He just was hiding behind everybody. PAT, as that almost was a penalty, and that will give the Punchers 22-14. It's an 8-point game. We'll step aside. 60-second timeout right now here on the County 10 Sports Network. You're tuned into County 10 Sports Game of the Week, presented by Eyes on Fremont.
Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, that was a big play for 48-yard touchdown completion, as I forgot to put it in my stat sheet. Again, like I was telling one of the assistant coaches here, I don't think you could have placed that any better, as that was fear on the reception in the score. His kickoff is away here, and it's going to be fielded by Ruby, who had a returning touchdown. Flag is on the play. On the return, it's going to be taken out at the 40-yard line, but
Trigger, you gotta compress!
My guess is this is going to be going back, just based on how normal kickoffs go. Flag is at the 25, and yes, like I suspected, it's going to be a flag against the Cougars. That will take them back, and Cougars will just have to work with more field.
Spot foul.
They're going to do it. Spotted the foul. So, like I said, flag is at the 25. This is going to take them back into their own red zone. 15-yard line is where the ball is spotted. First and 10.
15-yard line. First and 10, Cougars.
As Cooper Frederick is in on this drive, as he was injured a little while ago. 22-14 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Stevens goes in motion. He was hurt, but is back there as he will avoid a tackler. And then Big Piney comes in. It's going to be a 2-yard carry by Jaquan Stevens. It'll be second down and 9 to go. So they gave him a long one on the play. Ball at the 16. Actually, that is...
Second and 8.
Ball is at the 17, so it's actually a gain of 2. Great turnout here for Wind River as well. Good community support. Yeah, they don't get many home games this season. I believe there's, if I'm not mistaken, I believe there's one left. But I could be wrong. And flag on the play, and 3 flags simultaneously, and that's going to go against the Cougars for a 5-yard penalty. 7 penalties for 50 yards.
Still second down.
3:48 to go in this third quarter. You know, what it's shaping to be a great finale here. Great fourth quarter on the County 10 Sports Network's Game of the Week, presented by Eyes on Fremont. Big thanks again to all of you who are tuning in, and we have a whistle and a flag on the play. And that's another 5-yard penalty on the Cougars.
Another flag on the play.
Delay of game. So the ball is now at the 8-yard line. Clock will start again. So the Cougars have a second down. And what appears to be 16 to go. So again, they had a 10-yard penalty on the kick return. That put them to the 15. Had a false start, and then now a delay of game. Snap, Frederick drops back, looks. He's going to take it himself and get to the 10-yard line, and we'll get a gain of 1. So,
1-yard gain.
Just a short gain here for Frederick. Looks like he's still dealing with whatever is bothering him. So Frederick going to stay on the field, but again, really working with it. He's still going to gut it out, especially in a game like this. Like I said, Wind River, at least the players, thinking this is a potential conference championship early and on as Frederick lofts this one up. 3 punchers and 2 Cougars, and none of them could come up with it as it bounced back. And it will be 4th down and a mile, and it'll be punted away. And if I'm not mistaken, I just felt some rain coming down. And hopefully it's not much rain. And like I said, we have blue skies surrounding us. We're not getting the blue skies. So 4th down, here we go. Isaiah Jones in his own end zone will punt it away. Snap, punt is off, and that's a short punt. It's going to drop it to about the 31, and then we'll about to the 33-yard line. Wind River will down it right there, and that will be 1st down and 10 in Wind River territory. So we are getting rain, so we'll hopefully either the quarter's going to end and we're going to cover the cameras up, or we're going to have a timeout. Like I said, hopefully
Ball placed on the 33-yard line of the Cougars. Punchers,
something is changed here in moments. Punchers will start at the Wind River 33, 1st and 10. Again, the last play ended in a 49-yard touchdown pass. Handoff, and here is Clifford. He's finally back in the game after being out for a while. He gets 2.
Snyder.
And it'll be 2nd down.
Short gain.
And, yeah, 2nd down and 8 to go. Second down, 8 to go. We're working on covering our equipment here. Shotgun set, 2 backs on the backfield, 1 receiver to the right side of the formation. Another misdirection handoff, and it's going to go to Steinberg, and he's going to get maybe 2 on the carry. So we are
again on the play.
Approaching the end of this quarter, 74 seconds to go. And we are getting the rain again. I didn't see any precipitation in the forecast, and with Wyoming's luck, it happens. 3rd down, 7 to go. Ball at the 30. They'll line up with a single back behind Snively. 2 receivers set. Here's the throw, and it through the hands of Carson Gurr, and that will be 4th down and 7. And now the question is well, we got our answer just now, and they're going to go for it here. It doesn't look like they got a kicker with a range of that far. Sometimes in Wyoming, you got to have some of those great kickers, and I know Rollins has got an amazing kicker that Riverton will see. I believe he had a 41-yard field goal, if I'm not mistaken. 4th down, 7 to go at the 30. Gun set. Wind River blitzes. Throw is out of the hands of Fear. It looked like he had an arm that was tangled up there. Wind River defends it, and it turns it over. As we got 34 seconds to go, we're going to have to make some adjustments here up here in the press box.
Left in the 3rd quarter. Cougars 22, Punchers 14.
As the Cougars will start their next drive here. Like I said, Cougars are up on the scoreboard. They have only generated 143 yards of offense. Penalties hurt them last drive. Ball at the 30. Being 70 yards to get into the end zone or get something going. This will likely be the final play. Frederick, hand inside. That's going to be a 1st down for a gain of 11. Yes, they will say 1st down. As getting the play was Tatro. And I believe the 11. As they mark the ball at about the 41-yard line. And clock at 26 seconds. We'll have the clock reset. And I think the officials are waiting to start the clock. They do. And Wind River is going to take this to the other side. We approach 36 minutes of play. End of the third quarter as there's one. And we stop and just like that, we will be going to the fourth quarter in a big contest in the 189 Man West. 22-14 back right after this.
Central Bank and Trust is a local bank that is focused on technology and convenience. We have a simpler online mortgage application process. You can use your computer or mobile device to upload required documents and sign them online. We have a variety of personal and business banking services. Stop in or visit centralbanktrust.com. We live here. We work here.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? Because in real life, you don't get a second chance.
Back here on KOVE 1330, or not on KOVE, excuse me. I keep thinking that because of Lander, but we are seeing the view of Leroy center field, and like I said, we've gotten rain, but the cloud coverage kind of says it all. There's moments you hope, but like I said, Wind River has been unfortunate. Cooper Frederick will dump it off here after a first down carry, as that's going to be Jaquan, excuse me, who gets the reception and going to get maybe 11, maybe 10, and now Stevens is down again.
First down, Cougars.
And yes, they will give him the 10-yard completion. So Cooper Frederick now 4 of 8. As that was Jaquan Stevens who got the reception. And they'll set up, they gave him 11 on the reception. So first and 10 in Big Piney territory at the 49. Frederick will give it off to Tatro, trying to get to the outside, and will lose 4. And that'll set up second down and long.
3-yard loss on the play.
And now another Cougar is down.
Second down.
That's Isaiah Jones, the kicker and the punter. And he is hobbling as well. No substitution yet. Trying to walk it off, I think, is what he's doing. Second and 14, they officially say. Gun set. They're going to put 2 receivers close to the formation. Tatro goes in motion. Frederick on the keeper and almost got grabbed by the face mask. Big Piney pulls it away, and that will be a gain of 1.
No gain on the play.
So third down and another long third down. It's at midfield.
About 12 yards.
As we approach 10:39 to go again. Final quarter, Cougars have led since the second quarter. It was 8-7 at half. Cougars put another 2 scores up, one of a kickoff return. And another one on a pick 6. Frederick takes the snap in the gun, looks, stays in the pocket, collapses now, Wells rolls out as he throws. No, Jaquan Stevens is not going to have the reception, and somehow Cooper Frederick keeps that play alive just for a moment. Now the punt team will come out. You have that switch it to the fourth, and luckily the little rain we got has stopped. Knocking on wood. So Isaiah Jones is still out there. He was hobbling after a couple of plays. And you got to hope he's all right. Snap. And the kick. This is a nice kick. Going to get to about the 16 and take a Cougar bounce. And Stevens will field it at about the 12-yard line. So Big Piney
10.5-yard line.
getting a late score in the third on a 48-yard touchdown pass from Snively to Fear. That brought this game to an 8-point game, so Big Piney would have to score and go for 2 just to tie it. Whoever's that music selection has done a great job tonight. So I'm talking over it just to not get copyright, but hopefully we can hear some of it. Fortunately, as soon as I turn it up, it stops. 1st and 10, Punchers will set a man in motion. It's going to be Stomberg. He's going to get a carry here, flag on the play, and based on that, flag could be going back as
Short gain on the play.
right now it would be a gain of 1.
I believe there's a flag on the play.
And flag on the play as
Holding.
I'm just seeing Cougars are stretching. They're trying to just try to stay in this game, and Big Piney going to be called for the holding. And if I'm not mistaken, that's just their 2nd penalty of the game. So it's going to take them to about the 5-yard line, 6-yard line. It's got more half the distance to the goal type scenario.
First down.
And Big Piney will have a 1st and 15. First play for Big Piney after that one, since that was a flag. Snap, handoff, Stomberg, who's going to just get right back, and we got another flag, and I think this time it's going to go against the Cougars. Just based on how Stomberg's head kind of went backwards. Won't wait the penalty. Cougars are backing up. Yes, face mask on the Cougars is what they say, and it's another big penalty on the Cougars. That's their 9th penalty, unofficially 65 yards. So take that football, give them the 1st down. Because they did this from the spot of the foul. The ball will be placed at the 25.
First down.
This is what has helped Big Piney in this football game, I think, is these penalties, these kind of, they haven't been as costly as they could be, but Big Piney has been definitely taking advantage on some of them. 1st and 10 at the 25. Lights are on here at Leroy Center Field. Shotgun set, handoff, Stomberg again. Wind River is right there. Ball comes out, and it's going to be recovered by the Cougars, and they're going to say he's down first, and no. They're going to say Stomberg got down first, and he's holding his hand, but no, they're going to say, no, they're going to give it to the Cougars. They're just going to say Cougars recovered it and got touched. Man, that did not look like that for a second. Could have gone either way. Cougars didn't look like they recovered it, but a fumble. That one, costly fumble for the Punchers as Cougars are now in just outside the red zone. Now we're going to have a discussion, and I think they're just confirming what they've seen, and ball is at the 24-yard line, so a costly penalty as Big Piney will look like they were thinking about going on offense. Snively and Coach Moffitt. And now we have whistle. So we got to get the chain gain fixed here. There we go. So Coach Moffitt in his 2nd season as the head coach here at Big Piney. He's been a part of the staff, though, for 4 seasons. Has a few returners as well. Strong eye for the Cougars. Burke will keep it up the middle. Get 5. And it sets up 2nd down and 5 to go.
2nd down.
As Burke has been really just doing the quarterback keepers here for the Cougars. 4 all-conference players returned for the Punchers. Zach Murphy. They also call him Murph as well. Kenan Clifford, who haven't seen much since his injury. And Ruben Stomberg and Carsinger, excuse me. Cougars again, strong eye, and that's going to be a handoff to Tatro, and he gets thrown to the ground, and he maybe loses a yard, maybe 2. And no, they will give him nothing. So 3rd down for the Cougars, and again, in good territory as well. .8:03 on the clock. Burke will bring the play in. Noticing Frederick is on the sideline. Burke going to keep it himself, trying to get around the edge. Stiff arm, is able to make one stiff arm, and did he get just enough? Flag comes in. This is going to go against the Punchers. Late hit as Burke also having to just in that knee brace he wears, and I think they're going to get this on the Punchers. And this should give him a 1st and goal. They are going to say it's 4th down. He was short a yard. And no. Well, let's see here. We're going to spot this football. They're going to give him 15 anyway, or half the distance, and it's going to be a foul on the Punchers and give him half the distance. So that's a big penalty on the Punchers just because of how close Wind River's getting now. Will be about a 7.5-yard penalty because of where they place this. Another handoff up the middle. Maybe a gain of 4. And they will say yes, gain of 4.
About a 3-yard gain on the play.
They say 3, but I got 4.
2nd down.
By Ruby on the play. And whistle, and
timeout on the field.
Timeout is on the field. This isn't against the Punchers or the Cougars. So both teams are going to go to the sideline and figure out what this is going on. Did we get lightning in the area? Officials are telling Cougars to get off the field, or at least on the sideline, and the Punchers have now done so. And I think they're telling the Big Piney fans that they got to back up. Because I'm trying to look around. I don't see any lightning in the area. I don't see any clouds that could show lightning, but again, this is Wyoming, and we got timeout on the field. So the officials were going to the Big Piney fans and telling them they need to back up. So they are going all the way back to the stands or on the fence, which is about lane 8 on the track. I'd say probably one of my favorite, at least just scenic-wise, this is one of the nice places for track. J.C. Herbert, who star track athlete at, I believe, MSU. Was on this Cougar squad last year. Strong eye again, 7:17 to go. Keeper up the middle is Burke, and he's going to get to the 1-yard line, gain of 3. And this will set up 3rd and 1. You got to think this feels like probably the longest yard that the Cougars are needing to get just to go back up by two full scores. And knowing what Wind River has done, they have gone for 2 a couple of times now. Well, they got it all 3 times, actually, they've scored. So once again, Cougars bunch everybody up in that I formation. Burke keeps it himself, and is he in? Touchdown, Cougars. Let's take a look at your Gambles replay. As Cougars are in, they go back up by 2 scores. And it gives Wind River a 28-14 lead pending the 2-point play. And got one of the sheriffs down there that says, better cheer or go to jail. This has kind of been a common occurrence, it feels like, in Fremont County. So he's just kind of going back and forth. So Cougars going to go for 2. as Burke gets the 1-yard touchdown run keeper. And they'll go back to that strong guy. Burke, toss out to Ruby, trying to get around to the outside, and as it stands, he's in. Flag is on the play, though. And holding on the Cougars, and they will... Now what do you do here on this point after? Flag occurred at the 2, maybe the 3-yard line. And they will put the football at the 11. Spot the foul. And this is for a 2-point conversion, too. Wind River going to go for it either way. They have gone for 2 every time here. 2-point attempt. If you're just joining us, Jaquan Stevens went in motion. Cooper looks. He's looking. Here's the throw. It's going to be picked off by the Punchers, and so the 2-pointer is no good. So 2 touchdowns and a couple of PATs are what the Cougars have right now. 28-14. 6:26 left to go in the game. We'll step aside. Timeout. 60 seconds right after this.
Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, so we get set for next kickoff here as the Cougars scored on a 1-yard touchdown sneak by Burke. 2-point was no good. After the holding play put him at the 11-yard line, they tried to throw it, threw it in a couple of punchers, intercepted. And Cougars up by 2 scores. 28-14 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. 4th quarter. 6:24 to go as this one just out of bounds at the 5-yard line. That'll put the Punchers at the 35 of the kick out of bounds. And it'll set up 1st and 10. This game's still in reach for Big Piney. 28-14 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. And speaking of which, let's give a big shout out to some of our sponsors. Mama's Kitchen. Can't wait to cheer on all local athletes. Mama's Kitchen, your go-to breakfast or lunch spot in Lander. Stop by and enjoy all home goodness at 260 Grandview Drive in Lander. As Big Piney is going to let Wind River re-kick this. Also, Mama's Kitchen, the sponsor of the deal, a game for Lander. Valley Football. YDOT wants to remind you, seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in every game, every time, every ride. So we'll do one more kickoff. Possibly. So we will see Isaiah Jones get set. This one gonna roll again right at about the 6-yard line is Isaiah Jones really showing some frustration of his kick out of bounds, and the Punchers back him up another 5. Thank you. We'll see it. And now the Cougars will kick off from the 30. So you just went from NFL to beyond that. And they'll kick off from the 30. Edward Jones Financial Advisor John Shea is your local guide to financial victory. John Shea today at 335-7722. A free consultation or stop by at 704 Main in Lander. Work hard, win big. John Shea, a proud supporter. And Goddard Construction, a proud supporter of Fremont County Athletics. Goddard Construction offers friendly construction service that is always on time and aligned with your budget. 851-4517. So, try this one more time, hopefully. Jones will kick it off, and this one going to be in play this time as it's Fear who gets it. Makes one move, and he'll be tackled about the 40-yard line. First and 10 for the Punchers. So, after all of that, they essentially set up 5 yards more than what it would have been if it was out of bounds. And we have a first and 10 for the Punchers here. They got 6:19 to put 14 points up and tie this ball game. And if they do, could elect to go for 2. Big Piney has not done that as of yet. Gun set, 2 receivers to the right side of the formation, 1 in the backfield. Here's a give. Far side, as it's Xavier Clifford now with the carry. He gets 12.
Nice run.
It's the first time he's carried in this ball game today, and he gets 12 yards. And that gives the Punchers a first and 10 in Cougar territory at the 49. You're just tuning in. Cougars have put 27 points. Or 29, or sorry, not 27. We'll give you the math here in just a moment. Let's just say they've scored 20 points. There we go. They've put 20 points in this ball game. Suddenly throw is going to be caught, and it's going to be a big gain on the reception, as that was Dylan Woodward who gets the reception. It's going to be taken down at about the 19-yard line.
First down.
30 yards. Actually 29, they say officially. And that will give Big Piney a first and 10 in their own end zone as Champ Snively gets the throw, and it's recepted by Woodward. And the Punchers in the 30-yard line as they then put it at the 19. First and 10 again. Snively rolls out to his right, throws, and a couple of Punchers near, but didn't go back for the formation. And once again, we'll feel some drops here at Wind River High School. And it's starting to come down just a little bit more, and hopefully it's not for long. It's just kind of been in and out today. So he's got 5:34 to go. If we can just make it about 30 more minutes, we'll be all right. We'll have our Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show, talk about what we're doing tomorrow for coverage. Riverton's homecoming against Rollins. Jared Anderson, Scott Fuller, Snively. Slant route caught. Be taken down there as that was Carson Gurr on the reception. Gets 11. So that's a second 11-yard reception. Snively 7 of 9, 160 yards of passing today. Clock rolls. 5:25 to play. As we're working on covering those cameras up. We're hoping that's not the case. The one time I don't come prepared for the rain, and we have rain issues. First and goal now at the 9. One receiver far from the formation on each side. Snively looks to his left, makes a move. He's got plenty of room. 5 touchdown Punchers as they are now down by 8 on the score. Let's see if we got a replay on that one. As we do, and just made a move. That's all we needed to put 6 on the board. And now the Punchers, do you go for 2 here or do you go for 2 later on? And they're going to go for 2 here. Or no, I looked like they were going for 2. They're going to go for the PAT. Or the kick, the 1-point kick here. As as we have up and good. And we are a one-score lead for the Cougars as the game continues to keep making it fun. We'll step aside for a timeout. Back in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Fremont County Football on the County 10 Sports Network.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
This is Maven, award-winning optics for the adventurous. From binoculars to spotting scopes, Maven has you covered. Be prepared for scouting, wildlife watching, or any outdoor adventure. As a proud sponsor of local high school sports, we wish all the Fremont County athletes the best of luck this season. Visit mavenbuild.com for more information and to order. Maven, discover something new.
It's Fremont County's County 10 Sports Game of the Week presented by Eyes on Fremont. The Punchers score from 11 yards out, 11-yard touchdown run actually, or a 9-yard touchdown run by Champ Snively, and the Punchers are a score away from tying this ball game up. Kick is short, going to the 33-yard line, and we'll have a 1st and 10 for the Cougars. So under 5 to play, 4:56 to go. The Cougars lead 28-21, scored on their last drive, courtesy of a quarterback keeper from Chris Burke. 2-point try was no good as they had a holding play, went to the 11-yard line. They tried to pass it. It was intercepted. Big Piney responds, putting 7 on the board. Like I said, a big conference game. This is theoretically the Cougars' second biggest game, or the second game of their season. They gave some JV there, but did play Gillette JV, but only played 3 quarters. Misdirection as we got a carry trying to get to the outside. And maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage is Tadro. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, excuse me. And we'll go maybe for a gain of nothing.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, 10 to go. So we're under 4:30. Cougars can milk this clock. We know with their offense they could. Cougars will go with a gun again. Send one receiver out into the formation on the far side. Jacone Stevens. Frederick at quarterback will send Stevens in motion. Snap. Quarterback keeper for Frederick, and we'll get 4.
Cooper on the run.
And we have a whistle.
Brings up 3rd down.
And timeout has been taken by Wind River, and with that, we'll give a shout out to our sponsors. This broadcast is brought to you by Perfect Power, Porter's Mountain View Supply, Wyoming 4x4, Redden and Kane Associates, Wyoming Catholic College, Myers Gambles, Bailey's Enterprise, Sutherland's, Baldwin Creek Rentals, State Farm Agent Justice Jacobs, Mama's Kitchen, Northside Auto Body Shop, Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, Elevate Rehab, Edward Jones Financial Advisor John P. Shade, Fremont Chevy, Central Bank and Trust, and Eyes on Fremont. 28-21, 3:57 to play. Cougars with the football did take their first timeout down to 2. When Big Piney is with 3 timeouts. Don't have it on the scoreboard, but luckily, if you're tuned in, our Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard has those timeout tickers. On the Game of the Week presented by Eyes on Fremont. Perfect Power as well for our sponsorship. I also want to give a big thanks to Tyler Watson as well. He's our player of the game sponsor tonight, being at Wind River. Got a few who can be in the running for that one. 3rd and 6 for the Cougars at the 37. Shotgun formation. Stevens comes in motion. Snap. Cooper going to keep it himself, and Could be maybe a couple of yards short. And now, question is does the Cougars go for it here in their own territory? So they're going to give them a gain of 4
About 4 yards, brings up 4th and
for Cooper Frederick. Actually, they're going to give them 2. Space on the spot of the football. And now I think this is a question if you're Wind River and Rod Frederick, and I think he's considering taking another timeout here. I think he's going to take his second timeout and let this go down. Or do you got a mind game? Nope, they're going to take the timeout. Timeout taken by the Cougars. So they're down to their final timeout with 3:08 to go. We're going to take a timeout right here on the County 10 Sports Network. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County one project at a time.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson.
Fortunately, we're going to have to take that timeout. It's a 4th down and a long 2. And Big Piney jumps and got him. That is exactly what the Cougars needed to keep that drive alive. You take a look at the Gambles replay, and all they needed to do was get Big Piney to jump. And got him.
It's right there! Come on, boys!
And that will give the Cougars a first down. The penalty of 5 yards. That's just the Punchers' 4th penalty for 27 yards. And they can let this clock go again. 1st and 10, 3:08 to play. Burke keeping himself up the middle. And maybe get about to the 49, gain of 2 on the play. And Burke's slow to get up, and
got a 1 yard gain.
Big Piney will take a timeout. So they're down to their
left in the game.
2 timeouts. Wind River has 1 left as well. The ball is at the 49-yard line, and a few reasons, but probably the most reason I can think of is preserving as much time as possible. So Wind River trying to milk the clock. Big Piney trying to preserve all the clock. As Cougars are on their way back out here. It'll be 2nd and 8 at the 49 of Wind River. 2:58 to play.
How about these Cougars?
It's Big Piney taking on as much time as they need here. Yeah, per down, so I apologize for Big Piney fans, as that's going to be a carry. And they're going to say maybe just a yard short as Frederick will get the carry.
Close to a first down.
And he's close to the first down. He's not going to have it, though. So they will say a gain of 7 for Frederick. And the Cougars have a 3rd and manageable 3rd and 7.
3rd and short.
So you know, the PA announcer say 3rd and short, get the first down, and are able to continue to milk this clock. Big Piney down to 2 timeouts. Cougars has 1, and you know exactly what they're doing. You're waiting for this official to start the count. And there's the count Wind River will go 3rd and 1. Burke will keep it. Get 3 actually for a first down. You know, the Cougars have 192 yards unofficially on the offensive side of things. Big Piney, 314. The Cougars 106 yards rushing. Big Piney leads every big statistical category at the moment, and right now it's Wind River who has the biggest statistical category, and that's the scoreboard. 28-21. Clock approaching 2:06. Official starts the count. They'll line up. Strong eye. Burke keeps it himself on a 1st and 10. And we'll get 2. And then they'll probably just run the clock as much as they can. Timeout taken by Big Piney, preserving some more clock. 1:54 is on the clock, and we'll step aside for another timeout. We'll be back right here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Minute 54.
We'll be here for you.
Justice Jacobs State Farm Insurance Agency, where friends go. Justice and his team are dedicated to helping you protect what's important. We offer a variety of insurance products and services to help you protect what's important to you. With customizable coverage plans, safe driving rewards, and discounts. Justice Jacobs Farm Insurance Agency, where friends go.
332-7.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today.
You have to cut that break short, unfortunately. It's 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line. I believe it's 2nd and 8 to be exact. Is Burke will give it off to Frederick, and he's going to be met at the 40, or excuse me, the 30. Nope, 41, they'll say. And that will be a loss of a yard for Cooper Frederick, who has 15 carries, 37 yards on the night. Cougars haven't scored since the pick 6 by Cooper Frederick in that early second half. Ball is at the 41. Clock at 1:23. Gotta think Big Piney is going to save that time now if they can get the stop. Big Piney, or Wind River, really taking their time, and Wind River will take their final timeout here. As they are out of timeouts, Big Piney has 1, and so that actually saves Big Piney a timeout here with the final 1:07 to play here. Step aside, another timeout. Back in 30 seconds.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network as we are having a 3rd down and 9 to go for the Cougars. They took their final timeout. The clock has stopped at 1:07. Cougars lining up strong eye. Burke goes under center. Play action. Burke is going to try to keep it. He's got some room. We have a flag on the play, and where the spot of it is, Burke is going to have a first down for a gain of 11. Maybe 12, but the flag might put the Cougars back. Stops the clock at 58 seconds. Flag is at the 37.
Nice run on the play, however.
And
on the play.
We'll await this call. So the official is still discussing holding on the Cougars, and that will back him up 10. And this will be 3rd and spot of the foul, so it'll be 3rd and about 16 to go. So the Cougars have just reached double-digit penalty yardage, 10 of 75. Under a minute to play, 58 seconds to go. You expect Big Piney to take a timeout if this is in bounds, and they can make the stop. Burke will go under center, strong eye formation. Here's the snap. Handoff is going to go to Frederick. Tries to bounce off of a defender and his own teammate, and he'll be tackled about the 45 for a gain of 3.
Short gain on the play.
And the clock will tick to 44, 43 as Big Piney has a timeout left.
35 seconds left in the game.
Big Piney is elected. I have one timeout left for Big Piney. They have not taken it, and I wonder what is going on here. And clock is at 14 seconds. Wind River going to go ahead and take the delay of game. They're out of timeouts, and that'll be the case. So 5 seconds to go.
Delay game, 5 yards.
Like I said, I have Big Piney for one more timeout.
5 seconds left in the game.
And just like that, we are at 5 seconds to go. And was it Big Piney who had a timeout left? I guess they did. So I'm assuming the Cougars had a timeout left, I guess. I thought Big Piney had one more timeout. In fact, it was Wind River who had a timeout left. So clock is at 5 seconds to go. And now if you're Big Piney, do you fair catch this and try to draw up a miracle, or do you do what you can here on this 4th down and try to go for the block? I was hearing the coach from the sideline, Coach Moffitt was saying, go for it. Big Piney is going to send everybody to the punter. And yes, they are lining everybody up. They are going for this as Wind River lining up, as Burke is just going to run away for it. And that's kind of a way to end this ball game, and they do it. So Wind River pulls it off. They win 28 to 21. They have defeated the number 1 team in Class 1A9, man, in Big Piney. As that was a 4th down, the Cougars didn't line up the punt. The Punchers were trying to send everybody for a turn, try to stop him, and Chris Burke did what you don't normally see, just run back for hope, and he ran back for minus 12 yards. And so Chris Burke puts this game to a close, and you see the handshake going across here. We're going to step aside. The Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show is coming up. We're going to try to catch up with head coach Ron Frederick and kind of go over this game. And with that, Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show coming up right after this timeout.
Aaron's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming.
We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Get ready to explore Wyoming's stunning parks at Fremont Motors during the Open Road Sales Event. We're giving away a complimentary Wyoming State Parks pass with every vehicle sold, so you can get out and explore our beautiful state behind the wheel of a brand new vehicle. Plus, all Fremont vehicles come back by Fremont Care, so you'll be covered no matter what the Open Road has in store. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton, or shop online anytime at FremontMotors.com and start your Wyoming adventure today.
See Allison at lunch today? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text Allison. Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro? You're the one who needs help.
If you're looking for an upgrade to your vehicle, Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Road and more. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4, or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion into Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
We're going to hurry this up here. The Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show, unfortunately, as we have lost connection on our camera for some reason, but we will work through those technical difficulties. This is the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. We're going to wrap things up quickly because there's lightning outside. We are outside as well, so let's just take a quick look at how things happen here, and they'll start things off. Big Piney would score on the second possession on a 2-yard touchdown run by Ruben Stottenberg, who that would be the first score, and they wouldn't score again until the third and fourth quarter. They try to make things close in the end, but the Wind River's two big plays early on in the contest were the difference maker in this one. And so we'll take a look at some individual stats. We'll just do Wind Rivers only, unfortunately. Take a look, passing-wise, Cooper Frederick, 4 of 8 on the day. Blake Snyder, we're on a 3 rushing. Chris Burke, 9 of 12 rushing. Cooper Frederick, 16 of 40. And I think Cooper Frederick had, just the way he did it defensively and had the big throwing plays, made a difference in this contest and gave them the player of the game. So Cooper Frederick, your State Farm player of the game, brought to you by Tyler Watson, gets the player of the game. So coming up, it will be Wind River on. I believe Wind River is on the road again. County 10 tomorrow. We are going to be on the road and home. I'll be in Buffalo for the Lander versus Buffalo game at 6 p.m. Coverage begins at 5:30. Jared and Scott will be on at home against Rollins for Riverton. All coverage can be here on YouTube and Facebook and our radio stations, respectively. You're tuned in. This has been a presentation again. Big thanks to Kendall. Big thanks to Kaylee Ray for the camera work. And we are going to conclude the stream here.